Today, this is the McLaren Senna, and it is making its way to the Crew 2. I cannot believe we have got a car of this caliber being added to the game at this stage. It feels awesome. The McLaren Senna is a car that I've just not managed to experience in a game properly yet because of the fact that it wasn't in a game with customization. This is the Crew 2, baby, so you already know the customization is gonna be up there. It already feels so grippy. This thing feels... honestly, I was complaining recently about how cars kind of felt the same in this game. This thing feels properly hypercar grippy, but also able to take those turns, tap a car a little bit, you know, say you win some, you lose some, but look at this action. Now, the sound actually is pretty good. I would say it's still very electronic-y, not, you know, ideal, but it sounds pretty good. I don't know why, but the model also just looks better. Interior cam is super cool. The turn-in is so aggressive, even at pretty high speeds. But of course, you're here to see the customization and what's in this update. Now, this car will be available June 1st. I get super early access thanks to Ivory Tower. As you can see, once again, my money is stupid. Again, this is because this is early. I don't actually get this. Now, there are new stories and new content, of course, being added in this update. We're going to jump to the motor pass and see what this is about.
Were your first investigations fruitful? I do hope so. I dug deep into the archives for you and found even greater old legends, collecting hints.
This is a really cool thing. So basically, the idea of this is you do clues and you find really cool cars. This is American Legends 2.
It's time to go and burn rubber.
My dear. So there's the idea. You basically just go around looking for these clues. I think it's super cool. I didn't do the last one. Make sure to smash like if you want me to do the next ones. When you have a game that's all about exploration and there's such a big map, we should definitely check that out.
Or simply a nice cup of tea.
Hey, what are you Hey, you trying to British me? So anyway, let's have a look and see what's available in this update. Of course, there are some brand new cars. We've got a new modification version of some of cars that already exist in the game, and also this thing that is free, which actually, in my opinion, is the best thing here. It's the only, like, new thing. But let's buy the premium motor pass because, again, it's early access. This is not my normal version of the game. We have, like, a bunch of stuff, but, again, a lot of these are just kind of reskins. They're literal reskins. They're kind of special versions of cars that already exist. This is free. You don't have to get the premium motor pass, and that is the only, like, major new car in the car. That looks sick. That looks cool. So, again, we've got a GT4 Raw Edition, which is slightly different to the other one, and a leather jacket. No, thank you. So here's a little preview of the new updates and trying to locate the special cars. I think it's a super cool idea, and I feel like I should not have neglected the previous. Okay, on to the Senna. Welcome to the house. Let's get into the customization of the McLaren Senna straight away. This orange, I will say, looks fantastic. But at the same time, I want to see what some of the other colors look like on this Senna. So we've got another different orange. We've got a blue, which looks super spicy. The purple, I wish was a little bit brighter. But of course, we can do that. We can change to the custom standard colors. We go for a metallic. We can go for a chrome. Or we can go all the way to the iridescent. That purple looks sick. I really, really like that. I think it's got to be a bit of blue for the McLaren Senna, looking so good. Livery, vanity, performance. Of course, the performance is already maxed out because that's how it works on these preview builds. In fact, we've actually got the NOS perks, which brings us 2.57 seconds for the 0 to 60. Electric cars in the bin. Let's jump to the visual customization then. We've got 4 HUD options, which can kind of change it up just a little bit, add an extra little vent in there to make it look spicy. I kind of like that. I dig it. This one will be cooler without the vents. Maybe they thought it looked a little bit plain. They always do crazy, crazy customization on this game, and that's why I love it. We've not been able to properly customize the McLaren Senna before in a game like this. So, of course, I'm going to do it if we can do it. Should we black out the lights or not? I'm going to say no. Heck no. Widebody... What the... Ivory Tower, are you crazy? How do games have these cars and not put a wide body on if Ivory Tower can do it? If Ivory Tower can do it, surely anyone can do it. Why are there excuses for these companies? They should not be excused if this is a possibility. I've just changed the calipers black. I didn't want that. I'm going to go for the blue calipers to match the car a little bit. We've got the side mirrors to equip. Those are very weird. I'm going to keep the carbon ones. Those Why would you not? Side skirts, we can make them also painted. For those that want the more painted look, that looks super cool. Rear fenders, extra wide, boy. And of course, we've got the rear wing. Now, this is where debates will happen. We like the big wang. However, does Ivory Tower have anything for us that's a little different? So, of course, they've painted it, which, again, actually looks pretty cool. Or we changed the roof line to painted as well. Why does that look... That almost looks better. I kind of dig that. That looks really good. Just swapping out the paint. I'm not even gonna... I can't complain that the wing has no wangs. It's already a behemoth. There's no need. Okay, moving on. We've got the exhaust. We've got the diffuser change. I'm very much looking forward to the diffuser changes. That looks... Why does that look better? What? I've never really been a massive fan of the Senna. I think the P1 is a much cooler looking car. I would definitely... If I had a... That's an extra light little wing there. That's pretty cool. I would always go for the P1. However, this looks pretty spicy. I wish the blue paint was on the back there as well. I can't not go for this. We are installing that. And of course, the interior, which has the glass that you can see through on the Senna, which is a pretty cool feature. We can make the interior slightly blue. I think I'm gonna go for the blue seats. That's pretty cool, pretty tasteful. This McLaren Senna has been customized. That is incredible. I really hope I've got some nice blue tires on this version. I don't, but I got purple. Maybe, no? Okay. We can put proper drag radials on there, though, so that's definitely what we're going to do. Pretty darn cool. We've got some new smokes to apply. We've got this one, which is like, well, blue flames as well. That's going to be sick. There she is. Oh, it looks so good. I cannot wait to drive. I've already driven it. However, I think it would be cooler with the mods. Here we go. What a beast. This looks insane. Widebody McLaren Senna. Why have we not got this in other games? I will never know. So we've got this blue little trail here and the boost that's kind of giving us stars. I love that the exhaust is kind of upwards pointing. That's going to look super sick for some of the NOSes. I love that they got the active aero. I love that they've got the upshift pop. So actually sound really good. It's not like the Golf upshift pop. What? It's not like a Volkswagen upshift pop. It's like, it's a very, very supercar-y pop. It didn't do it for that one. I'm going to shift down and get ready. Ooh. Ooh, oh, that's good. We like it. It's very, very nice. However, I wanted to, of course, right now... Ah, well, that was pure death. I don't know what the hell went on there. Okay, let's see what this thing's like on a little bit more of a kind of drive across the country. This is how the Crew 2 works. Of course, right now, PvP is not currently available in the game. I definitely... That boost is insane. Oh my god, 290 like it's nothing. High speed is super important in the Crew 2, especially with hypercars, because basically all the events past the normal cars into the hypercars, they're all long boys like this. Keeping your high speed, of course, normally you'd be drafting other people, but I feel like this is just a kind of mix of the two. I feel like it's not really a hypercar, but it is. The P1 to me is just a different type of vehicle. I love that both these cars are so different. What the? I definitely want to put this into a race and see. Again, I wish you could do PvP right now, but we are a month early with this car, which just feels a little wrong, to be honest. We're going to do a quick race. I see a LaFerrari right there. So let's see if we can mince him. Put the foot down, baby. Man, remember when the event... Don't squeeze me. Mate, if you beat Bugattis in this thing, of course they're AI, but if you beat the Bugattis in this thing, that NOS is making some crazy noises. What the freak? One-handed is not the best idea. Round number 2, but we get to hear that NOS again. Let's shut up. You guys need to stop squeezing me. Let's shut up and have a... It sounds like some kind of weapon from like Ratchet and Clank or like Halo or something. That sounds super sick. Anyway, yeah, this thing's pretty good. This is the type of event normally you get thrown into with hypercars, which I quite frankly don't tend to enjoy very much. I think the best type of events are those with the windiness, with the road cars, the non-race cars, but also the non-hypercars. Hypercar, I sleep. I'm like Shaq. However, this thing is pretty darn good. It does have, of course, the normal understeer. We're going about 250 miles an hour. which is difficult for me to adjust to. I'm playing, of course, at 60 frames a second, which is not something I normally get to do on the crew. Normally we're stuck at 30, but the new update, I think, is now confirmed for July to give us 60 frames on the new gen consoles, which I'm definitely looking forward to. Driving all my cars on that with the ability to see it at 60 frames. It's going to be buttery smooth. Speeding through the city in my Senna. This thing would sound incredible driving past. I know this sounds a bit electronic-y, but imagine this flying past your house. I always really enjoy coming back to the Crew 2. It's just such a fun arcade game, which is pretty rare these days. Pretty rare. Everything's trying to be so real. I don't always want real. I want to have fun in my car. Is that Vegas? I think the race was called like Road to Vegas or something. So I should, I would probably think that there may possibly be Vegas. Considering I'm a British man, I don't really have much kind of affiliation with British brands, which is really interesting. Bentley, I sleep. McLaren, I like the hypercars. Aston Martin, the 177 and nothing but. I'm weird, I know. Thank you for the yellow barrier. Praise the developers for placing that yellow barrier there. Coming up to the big finish. I swear we've done this event like a million times. I think I always just go to the end and pick the event. But however, that was fun to drive the McLaren Senna on a race. Again, I cannot wait to throw this into PvP. So we will do so. And across the line. Stunning. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know if there's any other cars you want me to check out. And of course, check out the update tomorrow. And this car, June 1st. Smash like, subscribe, and peace.